Hey guys, thanks for coming. Can you hear me? I think I've tested everything. I think you can. Thanks, Cheryl. Thank you. Poor Joe. I didn't realise Joe was having a live. So Cheryl and hey Sam, and I know Cassie's here. Thanks for joining me today. Yesterday was actually worse, to be honest, but today I had this to look forward to, so it's taken up a bit of morning, and via the telephone. I'm going to visit them tomorrow in Canberra, so I'm looking forward to spending a few days with my little grandbaby and my big boy Alex, so that'll be nice. So here I am. Hello. Hey, Visiting Dead Adventures, what's your actual name? What's your first name? Because I'd like to call you by your first name instead of saying, oh, hello, Visiting Dead Adventures. Or I could just call you Visiting. Hi, Visiting. Oh, dear. Yeah, so I've thought today I want to get a bit of feedback from you guys. You've probably noticed I've been putting up different sorts of things. Well, firstly, I guess everybody knew I was going to America. So that's just a bit of fun. But I'm definitely enjoying the research stuff I do. I love that. So I definitely will be putting up more of that. And I don't know, the Sally House one, I haven't been slack. It's out at some point this week. But yeah, so I don't know, like, what do you reckon you're enjoying the most? That's what I guess I'd like to know. Like, what would you like to see me do more of? Maybe, I don't know. I've got lots of things, lots of little fingers in lots of little pies. I'm just not. I don't want to. I don't want to fuddle you. Hey, Wendy. Just hey, Nikki. So I don't know. Feel free. So there you go. And I have invited Cassie in. She's just getting ready. So that's okay. She'll pop in and say hello to me as well. But yeah, so I've seen Joe put out. You keep losing some sound from me, so I'm cutting out the sound. Is that happening with anyone else, guys? Is the sound cutting out? I can check which whatchamacallit I'm connected to. No, I should be all right. Let me know if the sound plays up too much, because I can plug in. I can change what microphone I use. So just let me know. Hello.
Hi,
Ron.
Hey, Karen.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. What time is it there, guys?
7:35 p.m.
Oh, that's all right. How are the kids? Are they in bed? No, they don't go to bed till what, about 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
8 usually. Yeah. So we're having a late supper for them because Ron took them out for a lunch while I was at work, and no one was hungry, but now they're all hungry, so they're gonna have a later some easy macaroni and cheese.
All right. Guys, what I'm going to do now is, because I'm getting told the sound and the signal's a bit wonky, I am going to go to, should be all right, but I've been having trouble with my internet lately, so I'm just going to change what I'm connected to. So there might be a glitch. Was there any glitch? Am I still there?
You're still there.
Am I here?
Yep.
That's all right. I changed, so hopefully that might fix it, because I think it's more my internet, not just kept going. I'm getting Elon Musk's little satellite on my desk. Over here we call it something
Skynet? No,
something.
not Skynet.
Do you know what? I'll tell you in a second. I'll go. Yeah, Skynet. That'd be awesome. I reckon we'd all. What's it called? Struth. Hang on. I'll get into my. Yeah, but I'm just sick of this thing. Starlink. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah, so I'll let you know how it is because I'm over this. Like, even when it's just me on my internet, sometimes it's good, but sometimes, like, just in, out, and you'll be in the middle of doing something important, and the whole thing. I lost a whole episode of the one I put out with Bear, the Octagon Hall history thing. It was finished. And I had it in a file, and I was just changing something on it, and power went out. And when I came back in, the whole thing was gone. And I tried to retrieve it, and I couldn't retrieve it. And I was like, oh, my Lord. But as it turned out, it turned out all right anyway. And thank you, Kathy, for saying that you like a variety of content. So maybe I'm doing the right thing then.
But, I think you are. I like what you're putting out.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought I don't want to, you know how it is, Cassie, you don't want to confuse anything. But then I thought, well, people who come on here, it's a community really, like the same with you. We get on here and we chin wag, and like everyone in the chat, they have a little talk as well. And like, I went to America. And I spent time with Cassie and Ron, so that's why I thought, well, look, yes, okay, I wasn't investigating anything, but I did go to Graceland, and I so I just thought, well, I'll just let you see what I did. So I looked at my photographs last night, and I thought, oh my God, I've got so much stuff. And I thought, okay, I'll just put it down in little bits so nobody gets too overwhelmed. I don't want to give you an hour-long episode of me going, oh, turtles. Although I will. There's I did chase a squirrel once in Canada.
I was going to say squirrel.
Yeah, and once at Octagon Hall. So I might put me chasing animals in one very short video. I think Jason's got footage of me chasing a goose. Oh, dear. Thanks, Cheryl. Cheryl says she's enjoying what I'm putting out. So I had fun making that one with John Candy. I liked that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Actually, when I went back through it, because I was looking for little clips of each of the people that had passed, and then I came across the one, the Bob Hope, Bing Crosby thing, because when I was growing up, I would watch Bob and Bing all the time. And when I watched it, I thought that little clip where he says, I don't know what it is, but get me a stick and I'll kill it. Yeah. that cracks me up. And I thought, I have to go back and watch some of their movies because, yeah, they got it. That they had a warped sense of humour. I don't think you missed saying hello to anybody visiting Dared Adventures. That's a mouthful of it, but visiting Dared Adventures, that's exactly what he does. He goes to graveyards and cemeteries as well.
Karen, what's that? Do you know the last movie Bela Lugosi did? I'm trying to remember.
It was one.
It was like, oh shoot, I got phone
I
call.
thought it could be important.
Hello.
I'll try. I think he means the one with Ed Wood, the one where he played. Oh God, I think he was just the vampire again. Not the one with the actor playing Bela Lugosi, but I know the one. Yeah, because he was out of. Oh, he wasn't really out of money. He didn't. He still, by our terms, he still had a little bit of money left when he passed away. I was actually watching one of my friend's videos the other day, Scott Michaels, and it was like something like equivalent nowadays to $40,000. But when you think that's Bela Lugosi, like the first, or not the first Dracula, but the first, the first one most people think of. And the fact but he got typecast like that. So that's why he couldn't do it. And he was in his home country. He was an actor. He did lots of different roles. But of course, once he come to America, because of his accent and everything, so I don't think he ever regretted playing Dracula. But to answer Ron's question, I know it was the one he made because he met Ed Wood. Hang on. he was at a tobacco shop or something, and he bumped into Ed Wood, and Ed Wood was the one who made Lugosi, Ed Wood. The movie was no, that's not what I'm looking for. It's bringing up the Bela Lugosi last movie. Ugh. It was kind of weird. Like he just had a really could have been anything. Let's have a look.
I don't know what you were asking because I didn't know if you watched any of those movies. So
yeah, no. I don't know. Well, because he was in a whole lot of things. Like he was in Frankenstein and Wolfman, and he used to be in movies with Boris Karloff a lot. So because Boris Karloff was. I'm trying to think. Wasn't he Frankenstein most of the time? I think. Yes, I think he was. He was Frankenstein, and then but Bela Lugosi would be Dracula in most of the movies with him. So, yeah, but all the movies he made, he should have still had a lot of money. Like he shouldn't have. Yes, I think you could be right, Kathy. Plan 9. Yes, because if that was directed by Ed Wood, then yes, it was whatever. He met Ed Wood in a cigar shop, a tobacco shop, and they got talking, and then that's why he made. Yeah, Boris was. Yeah, actually, I used to love watching. What was his name? The old vampire. There's an old movie called The Mummy, and it might have been Boris playing the mummy, but the guy who was always Van. What's the name of the guy who kills Dracula all the time? Van Helsing. Yeah. The actor who played him in a lot of the old movies in the 50s. I used to love watching anything with him. I've just gone blank on his name.
I'm not sure. I'm not really too knowledgeable of old movies, so.
Oh, it's all right. Well, you're not supposed to be. You're just a young whippersnapper.
I mean, I'm not like music. Talk about music, yeah. Movies, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, but like I wouldn't know things off the top of my head. So.
Yeah. Oh, Wendy says she likes my stuff. That's a compliment, so I'll pop it up there. I made a thank you video because I noted when I went on yesterday to my thing, I've had probably around about 10 new subscriptions in the last week. And I thought, oh gosh. So I thought it's time to put out a thank you very much again because I like to say thank you. So I spent the time making my bobbleheads and everything, but forgot that I was going to put it up as a short. So it was all in big, long, and I'm like, and I thought, it's all right. So I think it still worked. So I threw in some pictures of Graceland. I've got tons more of Graceland, but I know Jason's got, he'll put out an episode for his members because when you're at Graceland, you're not supposed to film anything inside in the house. But, Jason had earphones on. He didn't hear the lady tell him that. But I don't know why they say that, though. That's really silly because whoop, whoop. Like, I don't know. They must think that if you take a video, no one's going to actually come to Graceland to have a look. I think that's really silly. They will. Of course they will. Am I echoing?
No, you actually sound good. I'm just looking at the chat. I was thinking something and I totally forgot. Oh, I haven't watched the thank you yet because work was literally the worst day ever. So
oh, really?
I got home and I slept. I shouldn't have been sleeping because I need to be studying, but my body, I just couldn't. I feel like a truck ran over me. So
no, just get your rest. And thank you for coming on to talk to me today. I won't stay on forever, guys. I won't do a big marathon. I just wanted to remind myself that you're all there and the world is good and people are beautiful. And I'm getting to enjoy knowing everybody now. Like Raquel, thank you. She always writes me beautiful, long little things when she comments and and Wendy's gorgeous. You're all gorgeous. I'm just saying I'm just saying that yeah, that's why it makes me feel happy to come on and just chat for a little while. It's just like I'm having a cup of coffee. Having a little cup of coffee. Yeah, see, and just Jason, I did invite Jason, but he's at the movies with the boys.
Oh yeah.
So that's all right. I told him I didn't expect him to come in because he's been working very hard and he needs to get to bed early. And so, yeah, everything will settle down eventually, won't it, Cassie? I had a look at airfares, Cassie, because I'm thinking, what am I going to do? So I had a look at airfares. Either way, whether I decide to go to England, back to Virginia City, or go visit Cassie and Ron, either way, I know how much it's going to cost. It's the same either way. So I'll just decide what's best. But I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll save, and I'll come out next year when you guys are able to have at least 2 weeks off or something, you know. And when you start your massage business, Cassie, you'll probably be a little bit more flexible with time anyway. And even if poor old Ron has to go to work, you and I can hang out. We can do some girly things. Go get our nails done, our hair done. I don't know. I'd love to go to your hairdresser. She's good. You know, hang out. We can go get lunch. We can do girly things and, you know, have fun. Just have fun. You and I can sit in the jacuzzi and Ron can cook dinner every night of the week because he can make us our chicken wings. But yeah. Oh, Crow, are you in here? Where are you, darling?
Yeah,
Crow. Yeah. Oh, is he? Do you want to come and say hello, Crow? Let me know if you're up to it. Just message me. If you're up to it, you can come in. Because I'll just hang on. I'll just let's see if Crow wants to or not. Oh, this stupid internet. Hang on. I'll close a few. Bear with me, peoples. Close that. Go to. Do you guys ever have? Actually, I'm interested to know, Cassie, if you're ever on your computer and you open on your computer, not your phone, and you open up Facebook. Do you ever have Facebook interfere with what you currently do, like slow things down and it buffers? Whenever I open Facebook, it does it. It's like you click on something, but then the minute I get rid of Facebook, everything's fine. So it's really strange. Hang on. Where are we? No. I'll try it again. That's what I was trying to do, and I want to play the game. Oh, there we go.
Thanks, Raquel.
What did I miss? Ron's beard and the caterpillar on your lip. Oh, actually, yeah, it is. It's. I wouldn't have thought, because you know what I think about hair, facial hair. I'm not a fan, but that looks really good. I think it's because it makes him a little bit more sort of mature, like not such a baby face. You know, later on when you get really old, then shave it off because then that'll give you some years. That's the trick, I think, with men with facial hair. If you're very young, it can help you look that little bit more mature. But the older you get, I reckon it's better, like older, I think it's better for a man to shave it off because it makes you look a bit younger and not let your hair go grey. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not a fan of grey-haired men. I think men with their hair all nice. I mean, girls look after their hair. Why can't boys?
I love Ron's grey in his hair.
Like look at my beard, though. Look
I know.
Gray in my beard.
No, but I love Ron's grey. Like he's like it's hard to tell on camera, but he has like salt and pepper. Not full salt and pepper.
Even the guys at work are saying, "Holy crap, you're really getting gray."
Yeah. Well, tell them it's their fault. So dude,
like his dad though went gray early.
Yeah, he did go.
Hang on, Raquel. Raquel says I'm getting for some feedback. Where's my? Oh, get out. Could just be my. I'll try that. Can you talk, Cassie? I don't want to turn you down too much.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, I've just made you. You've gone away. That's all right.
No.
Hello. There you go. I don't know. See if that works, Raquel, because the speakers for my computer are just underneath the camera, and the camera's got a microphone in it, which I never knew. So that's what I'm using. But we'll see. Sorry if it's doing that. Yeah, some men do look pretty good, salt and pepper, but once they get to too much salt, I think it's time to add some pepper. Like, keep it even. Oh, that's just me. That's just me. Oh, no. But that's what Grandma would say. It's a caterpillar in your hot dumplings. Ricole's funny. You're all funny. I love you all. Yeah, no, you can all politely disagree with my beards. I mean, Jason looks nice with a beard, but he also looks very nice without one. I don't know. It's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Ron. Like, I always liked Ron when we had stubble, and then I think I like this too. So it's
No,
funny, but
it does.
No.
Yep. I think even Toby there agrees.
Yeah. Did she go out?
Huh?
Did you let her out?
Did you see what Ricole said? It didn't bother the feedback. It didn't bother me, in case there's something turned on like porn. And I'm afraid I don't watch porn.
Hey. Yeah.
I don't. Those days are gone.
Oh.
Don't want to think about that sort of thing too much and get myself into trouble. Oh, geez. Joe put out an episode this morning on Octagon Hall.
Did he? I didn't know.
Oh.
I'm so behind.
Yeah.
Once I write my test, I'll be.
He put it out just for members because he put it together. And remember, I told you that Joe and I were discussing Andrew, who built Octagon House, and Joe thought that he had set fire to a Confederate train, and I said no, it was a Union train, but he'd already put his episode together. So the intro, he tells the story that Andrew derailed a Confederate train, but that didn't happen. So that's why he's put it on. He said he'd already put it together, so he wasn't going to go back and edit it. So he's just put it for members only, but then he's put a little link to say, go to Karen's channel and get the proper history on Octagon Hall. So I thought, I won't go cook it in then. But yeah, so that was good. And actually, do you remember, because I don't think there's any spoilers, but then looking at who's in the chat, it's all right. They're regulars. I can let them have a little bit of a spoil. Do you remember when we were sitting and feeling vibration on the floor at Octagon? It was Jason that was sitting in the chair. Do you remember? He kept thinking, whoa, what's going on here? Interestingly,
yeah.
in the big, do you remember, Ron, in the dining room?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I remember somewhere else. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh yeah. Are you remembering what you and I both had that somewhere else? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I can't remember Octagon. Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. But yeah. So interestingly enough, what's her face? Dawn didn't mean like that. Had the same thing, and I thought interesting.
Oh.
So that it'd be interesting to see what. Given the closeness. Oh, and your name was mentioned on the spirit box. So
the echo. Yeah, I did. He told me about that one. So
yeah, I think it's probably a coincidence, but it's a pretty good coincidence.
Yeah, I mean it was kind of like when it happened at Conwood Mansion with Reese, where we obviously investigated Conwood Mansion, and we went back, Ron and I, months later, and we were asking questions, and then through the spirit box, it was like, do you remember us or something, like I said that, and it said Reese, like clear as day. I'm like,
wow.
We're like, what?
Yeah,
and everyone was like, I'm like, then everyone's like, they already didn't know the connection, and I was like, Reese is my other person in Weeping Willow. I'm like, that's crazy.
When Wendy's just said, "Oh no," and I commented about how happy I was about his in-depth historical account. That's okay, because he did actually, like the way he put that episode together. Like everything else he was talking about was correct. It was just the train story. But yeah, like he actually put his episode. I was quite impressed with how he put it together, because normally sometimes it's Just Joe investigate, but he made a good effort. I think he did a good job.
Oh,
You don't say anything wrong, Wendy. You don't say anything. Oh, hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Michael. Sorry, there's a bit of a scratching going on behind me because in my office, because I'm in the garage, I've got the kitty litter
Oh.
over in the corner, and I can hear this scratch, scratch, scratch. Someone's just using their bathroom. So if you're hearing a funny noise, that's what it is. But yeah, what else was I going to talk about today? Cassie, I can't remember. I'm putting out. I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Canberra, but tonight I'll finish off my Sally house, and I'll pop that up this week. And I'll probably. I was thinking I've got another, because I also, when I was in Los Angeles, I went to Westwood Cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one I was going to put together as a little episode, similar to what I did with the John Candy one.
Yep.
But oh my God, there's I didn't realize everybody, as I started, because I took pictures of all of the gravestones of people that I like, or interesting ones. And there's tons. I'm thinking, oh gosh, I might make 2 because I don't want to bore anyone. So I don't want to go over, say, 10 minutes. I thought if I'll just give everybody, and then but I hope to have that out this week too. And then I'm going to start putting together the old hospital on the hill background, whatever I can find out about that, so everybody knows more about that. Luckily, there's a lot on that, the history of it.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. And that's what I'm doing this week.
That's good.
But mostly, though, I'll be cuddling my grandson. But I'll certainly be popping in on your walkthrough.
Yeah, that's on Thursday. I still have to put it together. I'm gonna probably work on that, so it'll be out for Thursday at 9, so Eastern.
Wendy just said I should have said the scratching was a demon.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, and my little demon doll's there. There's Bob.
Oh yeah,
that's not her name, and she's not a demon. She's just a very, very old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Raquel. Westwood. I was really surprised because when my friend Scott took me there and we drove in, you go in, it wouldn't have been like this back in the day, but now you go in through some buildings. So I thought I was just going up an alleyway, but then you drive in and it's not huge. It's not big at all. It's, I don't know the measurements off the top of my head, but you walk in and you go, oh, this is where Marilyn is. It's not a huge place at all, but they're all packed in, all little squares like this. It's all packed in. I don't know. Underneath one part, it can only be ashes. There's no way there's bodies there. So all the little square ones that I'll pop in the video for you this week, all the little square ones has to be ashes because they have to be. But people like Mr. Howell, Jim Backus, Mr. Howell, or Mr. Magoo, Burt Lancaster, Marilyn Monroe, Hefner, Bob Hope, Walter Matthau, all really. Florence Henderson, Mrs. Brady, and I'm walking through and I'm going, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, and I was and when I put them onto the thing, like I did when I put them onto a video and find those little clips of them, it brings back memories, and it brings back nice memories. And then you feel a bit sad though because they're gone. But I guess everybody's got to go. Go grab your food, Wendy, and then tell us what you got. I'm on a keto diet. I'm being very, very strict. I've been on it. So I have a bullet coffee in the morning with a bit extra chucked in. So I make up people are going to go, ew, but I'll tell you, this tastes delicious. So I get my regular coffee, right? And stick it in the things you make a shake with, the little blenders. So, but I put more coffee because otherwise you can't taste it. So I put 2 teaspoons of coffee. a teaspoon of MCT oil, a
Mhm.
teaspoon of butter, 1 egg, milk, because I like milk in my coffee,
Yeah.
and a bit of turmeric,
Yeah.
and then I blend it all, and hot water, and then I blend it all up, and it's delicious, and it keeps me feeling full because of the egg, I suppose. I don't really know why.
I couldn't do the egg. So I was like, I've had bullet coffees, but I'm like, egg? What? Hi,
Yeah,
Regan.
you can't. Yeah, I put that. Yeah, the bullet extra. That's my little extra, because eggs are very good for you, full of protein, good protein.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to. I went to the grocery store today after work, and I wanted to buy lots of eggs. And they only had packs of 12. I was like, darn it! I'm like, this is not going to work for us. I gotta go to Costco.
Yeah. So I'm having that in the morning, and then I'm really I'm never hungry in the morning anyway, really. And then around about 3 in the afternoon, I cook up as much veggies as I want, and one little piece of chicken or a piece of meat. So that's all I've been eating for the last 4 days. And I weighed myself this morning, and granted, I've probably lost a little bit of fluid, but I'm drinking plenty of water, so technically it should, but I've already lost 2 kilograms in 1 week. That'll plateau at some point. But there you go. Hey, Wreaking Havoc.
4 pounds. Okay, sorry. I had to and I'm Canadian. I don't use metric for weight. I use.
Do you pounds? So how much did I lose?
4 pounds. 4.4 pounds.
Oh, that's half a baby. Yeah, Rican, I put turmeric. The other thing I will make, I haven't made it yet, but the other thing I will make of an evening, if I'm feeling a little bit, whatever, is all right, Raquel, I'll see if you get back. Turmeric, what's it called? It's called golden milk or something like that.
Oh,
yeah, that's delicious. I usually make that heat the milk on the oven top, and then chuck in the turmeric and butter and stuff. Yeah, Cheryl, just remember, maybe ask the dietitian, but carbs, no, don't do keto if you can't, but carbs, yes, we all need carbs, but the good ones. So like in all the vegetables and stuff, vegetables and things have carbs in them, and which are good for you, and eat them. The bad carbs are things like breads, any over processed foods. So all the good stuff, cake, bread, rice, pasta, that's all the stuff you should totally avoid. But you should totally avoid that keto or not if you can. But it's hard because it's nice. Like it's in gravy, if I lived in America or whatever, I can cook it here. I did try it the other night, and it was very much the same. I just couldn't get the gravy the same. So I might have to get someone to, half a Bob Wendy. That's right. I'll have to. I've still got my friends in Virginia City, so I might just write to the one that owns the cider factory and say, "How do you make your gravy?" I actually said hello to a few of them today, sent them little messages, and got some little messages back. That was nice. They miss me in Virginia City, Cassie. I spoke with, but messaged Kelly, who's the barmaid in Silver Queen. Yeah, she said, "Oh, we miss you." She said, because when I would go in downstairs of a morning to Silver Queen, Kelly was usually the one that was on. So I'd sit there and talk to her, and then I'd go back later on so she could have a lunch. It was fun. Miko, America is full of toxic carbs. Indian food, I like Indian food, but not much of it. But my favorite it's a chicken one, chicken masala or something like that. It's called. It's sort of like a chicken creamy thing. But yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'll eat it. I love any food really, but I like Mexican food, and I like Chinese food, even though really Chinese food isn't proper Chinese food, but I do love a sweet and sour or a black bean sauce, beef in black bean sauce. I'm just seeing. I'm just reading the chat. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Oh yeah, no, curries don't bother me at all. Yeah, thanks, Wendy. That's what it's called, tikka masala.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. That I can eat, not a problem. But yeah, I'll eat anything. But I do love a good roast, and I really enjoy Rawn's chicken wings.
And brisket too. Remember the brisket?
Oh, the brisket was nice. Did you end up polishing off the rest of that the next day? Because that was a huge brisket.
Yes,
we brought it to.
Oh, that's right.
Your sisters.
Yeah, so we shared the love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got eaten up like.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't take long at all. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. And Cassie's got a trailer at her house, like you call it a trailer. We call it in Australia, we call it a big caravan. But I slept in the trailer while I was there, and Cassie was correct. The bed in the trailer is so comfortable. It's kind of like sleeping on memory foam. I don't know, but it's not too soft. It's not too hard. It's just right. Just right.
I can't understand it because I try to replicate that bed in our own personal bed. Can't do it. I don't know if it's like, I don't understand. But that, like, when you're camping, like, you do not want to get out of bed. Like I would actually.
Do you think it could be? Because I don't know what your personal bed is like, but most inside beds now have slats across them. You know, the wood, but that one in the thingo would just be flat. Like it'd just be a flat, like hard. So maybe it's not so much the mattress, but what it's on. Does that make sense? I mean,
that makes sense. But like the one in the trailer is like a typical like trailer mattress, like a queen.
Yeah.
Like normal mattress, right? But then we put on a foam topper. So but our bed at home or in our house is
an Endy.
An Endy, which is like a Canadian brand. So like Casper, which is like a memory foam. Like, you know what I mean? And then then I bought a topper because I'm like, maybe I can replicate this. It's not the same. I mean, our bed's comfortable, but it's not the same.
No, it's really hard. I wish I knew someone who wanted one. I've got a queen size bed. I bought a new queen size bed base. So it's really pretty. I've only had it for about 6 months. But my mattress was becoming uncomfortable because I've had that for longer, right? And I thought, I'll stuff it. I'll just get rid of it and buy a good mattress. But then my daughter wanted to get rid of her double bed, which was also not too old, and her mattress wasn't too old. And I said, I'll just dismantle that one and put the double bed in my room, which is good too because my room's bigger now. And I actually find that more comfortable, and it's cheap mattress, but I did what you did and I put the memory foam topper on top. And then on top of that, there's another topper. So I've got the memory foam and then I've got a topper. And it's super comfortable. I sometimes don't want to get out of bed in the morning. I just sit in bed and have my coffee. Let me see. Wendy's going to be right back too. She doesn't want to get chutney on the keyboard. Don't do that, Wendy. You know what I did once? I had a laptop. I'd only owned it for about 3 months. And I was sitting in the lounge room with the laptop on my lap. And I had a cup of coffee. So I'm doing blah, 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 drinking coffee. And I can't remember if it was the dog that knocked me or the cat, but one of them come up under my arm and the coffee spilled. And my computer went... It was because it runs down, and I thought, oh my God. So sometimes eating food around your computer is not a great thing, but PCs are pretty good because you can push your keyboard out the way and be pretty safe. But laptops, it's a disaster because then it's completely buggered. I have a friend called Rose who just sent me a little message. A friend called Rose who lost her husband 4 weeks ago to cancer, and he passed on the 12th as well. So both she and I today are thinking of each other. So yeah, it's a horrible. It's horrible.
What the heck?
Off.
I know it was a moth, but that was.
Oh, I saw a moth behind you before. I was going to say it was an orb, but I know the difference.
Yeah, well, this one came out like off. Must have been on the ground or something. So I was like,
yeah, there was one behind you before, just sort of floating around near the skeleton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I guess he ventured over here without me noticing.
Yeah, no, bloody bugs.
Yeah.
So when do you reckon you're going to get your actually, like once you sit your exams and stuff for your massage, when do you reckon that you'll get your actual right, off you go, you can start your own business type thing?
So 6 weeks, I think they said like 4 to 6 weeks we'll get the notice if I've passed right away. So I'll basically after that, then I have to register. So I think there's probably like a couple week period of like getting your registration number to be registered. You can pay for that too, $800.
Yeah, I pay about $400-500 to register as a nurse every year, and the same again to get the coverage under the union. So yeah, it's not cheap.
No, and then there's also insurance too. But that's actually I heard it's not that expensive, so I'll have to get separate insurance. I really hope I pass this the first time around, but I'm not like banking on it. So I'll be upset if I do fail, but I'm not going to be like crap. Like I think okay, you know what? So, but I do have like, so my Britain is in 6 days. My daughter pointed that out. She's like 6 days away. And I was like, thank you. And then July is my practical, which I think I'm going to actually postpone. I'm going to try to reschedule that.
Yep.
Because I'm just not. I don't want to walk in there looking like an idiot. So, because I know stuff, I don't want to be like I've already like. It's so much work. So I'm just going to try to postpone that by maybe another month, and then that gives me like more time. So I probably won't be registered until like September, maybe October, probably by the latest. If everything goes to plan. If it doesn't, then I still have a job, so it's not like I'm like it's you know what I mean.
Oh,
it's not
yeah,
like
it'd be good for you.
I mean? So
yeah. Thank you, Mike. I did see that. Thank you. Thank you. And Cheryl was referring to the dust and the moth, and she said it's a demon.
yeah. Always though. It's always so.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I've been having a little bit of a. I've noticed now, because it's in the back of my mind, everybody calls everything a demon. Every time I turn on, like in my feed, I'll go demon. It's demon.
Yeah.
It's demon.
Yeah.
I'm like and I just never mind. And then I was nearly going to have a go at Joe, because his title for the Octagon Hall thing, when you go into the members thing, says Octagon Hall investigation something, demon bump and question mark, and I'm like, oh, Joe, but it's in the members only. So, and then right at the end he goes, and there were no demons at Octagon Hall, and it's definitely no demons at Octagon
No.
Hall. I still don't know what I would actually do if I was somewhere like in my lifetime that's left. If I ever come across something and I think it really truthfully is demonic, I think I'd still like to try to work out what that is, like not biblically speaking, because I'm not sure about that, but just like in, well, where are you from? Like, how do you come here? Like, I'd want to ask questions. Like, why are you always so grumpy? Like, why do you like, what's the matter? Like,
you wouldn't be scared.
I don't know. I'd probably be scared at first, especially if I. Do you know what? I think I'd be more scared if it was a human. Oh, bloody cat! Stop it! You can't have those biscuits. The cat's knocking over the biscuits. I think I'd be more scared if I was talking to someone and they did that, like you see in The Exorcist and
The
stuff.
evil voice or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd be thinking, geez, you're another human in front of me who's acting wacko jacko, and you could jump up at any time and strangle me or hurt me. That's what would scare me. But if I were in, say, a basement, and I don't know, so long as I was with someone maybe, and then something appeared or whatever and said, I'm a demon, I'd probably go, I'd probably crap myself, but I don't think I'd run. I think I'd definitely try to stay there, but it's never going to happen because I don't, do you know what I mean? But if it did, in another world, if that were to actually happen, I think I'd try to communicate with it and try to find out exactly where they come from and how they do that. Like, how do you do that? Tell me how you do that, but don't possess me, okay? I'll buy you a coffee. It's all good. Oh dear.
Hi, Heather.
Yes, I know she nearly is there, Maiko. She's soon going to be a fully qualified masseuse person. I was a fully qualified masseuse person once. But I let it go. Oh, huh?
No, sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said I was fully qualified as a masseuse once too. I went to school and did all that thing. But then I decided I didn't want to do it because it hurt my hands too much.
It's really tough on your body, I have to say. I know I remember like when we first started clinic, it was like, and I was only massaging 3 people max a day. And I was like, dear God, my body, like, you're using your legs, like it's when you're lunging, so you're using muscles that you don't typically do. So it's a lot of work. I mean, my job though is where I work now is also very physically demanding. Like today, I feel like I'm in so much pain. Tomorrow's gonna be horrid. And I have to work.
Hi, Dazzler.
Hello.
Yeah. The poor chat. All you're doing is listening to us whinge. Oh, hey, Heather. Hey, Heather. Have you got your face on, or are you sitting in front of your computer? What are you doing? You should come and say hello to Cassie. You should. That's what I reckon. But hang on a sec. Heather's a bit of a giggle. I'm sure you saw that from the other night when she and I got talking. Bit silly idiots we both are. I'll just chuck it into your messenger, Heather, and if you want to come say hey, you can. Hi, Dazzler. It's nice to see people here today, especially because, like, here in Australia, it's Monday, and I know it's a Sunday night for a lot of you, and I know it can be late sometimes, but yeah, I won't keep you forever. I promise. Yeah. Heather's getting ready for her American trip. Heather said she's crocheting. And I said, have you got your face on? She said she didn't take last night's face off. Hi, Slorp. Slorp. Slorp is one of my children's little friends. Slorp. Slorp. Oh, thank you, Slorp. Hey, Slorp, like and subscribe. Yes, Slorp is obviously not Slorp's real name. Hey, Jackie. Yeah, so, thanks, Slorp. That's all right. They talked to my daughter on Discord, and apparently I got a message. Isn't this amazing? I got a message from my daughter saying, "Mom, I need help. I'm on Discord and I'm trying to do this and that, and please." And I've written back, live stream, dude. Like, it's a bad luck. Yeah, but you don't have to put a face on or anything anyway, Heather. It's all good. Do what you want. I probably maybe how long? Maybe another 20 half hour at tops, because I know people want to go to bed and do bits and bobs. So I'm not gonna. I'm doing very well, thank you, Slorp. I'm doing very well. I'm just happy that people popped in today to say hello to me because, yeah, today's always a dicky day for me. I think. Are you all right? What's wrong? What's wrong?
I'm dying of heat. I'm like,
oh, I forgot it's summer there, isn't it? I've got long sleeves on. It's getting close to winter here. Oh, Crow's come on to say hello.
Okay, I know.
Oh, cool.
Crow, I'm opening some windows. I thought they were open.
Hey.
Why am I so hot?
What's up, Crow?
Okay, Heather.
Hey,
Hey,
guys.
Crow, what are you doing? Oh,
Just want
hey,
to say
Crow.
hi. Hey,
Hey, Crow. I'm absolutely obsessed with this UFO thing at the moment. Hurry up and do something.
Come
I'm
on.
absolutely obsessed. So you've got to put something together because hey Dee, oh hey Beth, yeah, because like and where did you get the footage? You know how you said there was more footage of the aliens in the backyard?
yeah.
Oh, where is it?
I'm just I've been downloading stuff off of different sites. There's still like there's a new video that came out I think this morning of a new angle,
Oh.
but there's so much crap coming out and the different information, so it's kind of hard to put it all together in an actual good timeline. I'm kind of confused about some things still.
Well, there could be. I suppose you've got to watch it too, because there could be people that'll put out BS stuff and say that's what it's from. But I would gather. Look, actually, I would almost guarantee that those people, any footage that they did get, has been taken. Like, there's no way the government's going to let them pop that out anywhere. And they were taking footage because people are going, oh, they didn't take photos. You can clearly see they're videoing it and taking photos.
Yeah.
So yes, they did. So where are those videos and where are those photos? Well, you just have to think about it, don't you? Oh, thank you, Slaw. I wear a tiara every time I'm on live. That's my thing.
Maisie.
Oh.
Maisie.
Oh, Maisie, hello. What time is it there again, Maisie, in good old Scotland?
Is it 5 hours difference? 6 for us?
I don't know.
And you've just woken up. And if you've just woken up, you won't have your face on either. Maisie's going to come on to a live with me one day because Maisie's got an incredible. I'm sure she's got incredible stories to tell. I'm sure all of you've got incredible stories to tell. But Maisie has worked with Akadaka and what's the other band? Welcome to the Jungle. I've gone blank.
Guns N' Roses? No.
Guns N' Roses.
Oh,
So
wow.
I've got a feeling there for probably in promotion in like when they come out and do concerts and stuff. So pretty cool. And she's now working on a special program to get the rights of women under control in Scotland. So she's someone to know. Just it's funny. I went through that phase when I was younger, in my early 20s, up until maybe 28 or so, where I was hung out with a lot of bands and stuff, and I got to hang out in that era, like, you know, the mid 80s, and hung out with a lot of well-known bands here in Australia, a few international people and stuff, and yeah. It was interesting because I had more fun being a roadie and traveling around the countryside. That was the good part, and I met a lot of really awesome people. But when you're there and you're sort of with those people and you see the lifestyle, it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's not that impressive. Normal people are much better. Normal people. But you know what I mean? Like, and some of the people I met thought they were better than, you know, excuse this expression, but thought their shit didn't stink. And yeah, so there's, you know, but Maisie would know that. Maisie would know if she has. There you go. I've worked with lots of artists, too many to list. I've been very lucky. There you go. Oh, well, you have to come on one day, Maisie. Actually, I could do a 5 Haunting Questions with Maisie. Because I'd like to listen to Maisie's Scottish accent, for one. Number 2, I guarantee, living in Scotland, she's got some ghosty stories to tell. But anyway, it could just come on a live with me, Maisie. And we'll just chat back and forward.
So Crow.
Sorry. Yeah, Crow.
Oh, no. So Crow, your song is going to be released tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I forgot all about that. Oh, geez, yeah, great, yeah. That's a big thing.
Oh, my good little Tanya's. Oh, hello, Fishy Swar. Oh, sorry. Here's another. This is little. I call her Fish. It seems like my daughter has gotten so upset with me not being that she can't go on a Discord that her Discord friends are coming over here to say hello to me. Isn't that cute? Oh. You should like and subscribe too, Fishy Swar. That's what I call her. She's gorgeous. Yeah, they're good kids. When Crow, can you send me in my messenger a link to your song and I'll stick it up here because my faithful moderator Tanya is not here.
Oh no, that's okay. It's everybody's seen it on my channel already. So when I put it out, when it comes out tomorrow, I don't have any links to it as far as like the links on what do you call it, Spotify and all that. I don't have any of that information yet. Yeah, the only thing I got is the YouTube link.
Oh, look, there's my daughter. Look, that's my daughter.
Oh,
look, she's in the chat too. Oh, it's so exciting.
That's nice.
Yeah, she says
That's
she's not upset because
cool.
I'm on a live. It's I'm just funny and silly.
Are they being shy?
Yes, Wendy. My daughter's friends are popping in. Maybe they'll know that it's fun in here. They can talk to each other in there. There you go. Talk to yourselves in here, guys. Use my live as your Discord. There you go.
That's funny.
Tell Tommy Innit to come in. That'd be good. And bring all of his friends. They know who Tommy Innit is. He's got something like, I don't know, what is it, guys? 11, 12 million followers.
Wow.
Yeah, it pays to play Minecraft.
That's crazy. Minecraft.
It is. Yeah, Minecraft. I remember when it all started. God, I think even Alex and Stephen played I think that's been around. I don't know how long it's been around.
A while, yeah.
But it just started out. Kids would. I remember my kids watching it when they were little, and I'd go, "What are you watching someone else play a game for? Like that's boring." But what they it's kind of weird. You can watch that stuff, and there's one of the creators that they like. I actually enjoy the creators that my daughter does watch. There's Tommy Innit, Jack Manifold. I can't remember the other boy's name, the one with the cat that's always in the back. He's got the dark hair. Remind me, Sunny Sock. But there's a few of them, and you get on and you can just put it on in the background. It's mindless. It's silly, but it's kind of funny. So it relaxes me. But I often pop it on in the background. Where's the YouTube link to the song?
Oh, I shared it. The chat was popping off. So like popping, I'm up to the times of sayings. No, I'm old. I off the chain. So I posted it up. I'm like pointing to the screen like you guys can.
Good.
I put the link for the YouTube video.
There it is.
But make sure you guys look for that song on StreamYard. I'm your promoter, Crow. StreamYard, Apple, I'm assuming. I don't know. Spotify. What did I say?
You said StreamYard.
Not StreamYard.
Spotify.
God, my brain.
Apple Music.
It's funny. I don't normally Crow, and normally I don't like that kind of music because it's too heavy. Like it's too like.
Yeah, I understand.
But it's good.
Thank you very much.
I thought, is my taste in music changing, or is it good? And I thought, no.
You're biased on this one.
Well, I'm probably a bit biased because I love
Yeah.
you, but no, it's very well done. And and
Thank
there's
you,
another
guys.
another one coming out. When would the one with Cody be coming out? Do you reckon?
I'm actually I'm actually working on the video. That's the song's done. I'm just working on the video now. So once the video's done, we throwing that out there probably in maybe a few weeks.
Ooh, that one's pretty wicked too.
You'll need to put out a record, like an EP.
That'd be amazing.
That would be cool.
But yeah. But,
I'd buy it.
Hands down.
Well, thanks, guys. Thank you, guys.
I would.
Yes, Sunny Sock. That's my daughter. Send James Marriott a message and tell him to come on my live. It's a joke. He absolutely wouldn't. He's got something incredible too, like 10 million followers.
Wow.
But
I'm sure our kids know who those are, but
100%
can you just go check to make sure
your kids probably wouldn't know who they are.
You know what's funny is that I kind of stopped playing video games because of YouTube. I was like, oh, I can't waste time playing video games anymore. And now look at that. I could have just played video games the whole time and made content with that.
and done covers on them. You could have been playing a video game and doing a cover
Good
on
morning.
it.
Morning.
You know, like how YouTubers, they're playing a video game and they're just like talking about what they're doing in the game.
That's not a cover.
What is that then?
That's I don't even know what that's called.
Hey, Snorp, who makes music? James Marriott or Tommy Innit? Oh, Tommy doesn't make good music. I think that's who you're talking
That's
about.
what I was trying to get at.
Okay.
Hey, Heather.
Hello. Crow. Hello, Crow.
Did you just get out the shower too?
Yeah, I thought I'd better have, because I still had last night's face on. I forgot to watch it off before I went to bed. And when I woke up, my pillow was smiling at me.
Sorry, that cracks me up. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Heather and I were on the other night, guys. I don't know. Oh, actually, most of you were here when Heather and I were on the other night. And honestly, and then I was on listening to you. Was it last night? No, last night, Heather, that you were talking about your horrible trips in America.
Oh, yeah. I want to thank you, Karen. You gave me the idea. It was Saturday night of breaking up my live stream and creating like separate videos out of it, because I had the best poo story that I swore needs its own video.
I saw that. That was a horrible story, but Crow would probably like it.
It's premiering 7:30 tonight, Australian Central. So if you were there at the live, you don't need to be at the premiere because you've already heard it. But I can't stop watching it. It's even watching Drew trying to grasp for air is enough to watch it again.
All right, I'll watch it then. Yeah, no, Heather had some pretty bad experiences in America the last time that she came, because the Greyhound buses are crappy, she reckoned. They're horrible. Like, the people were really nice. She said some of the people in the people who gave you your tickets and stuff were okay, weren't they? It was the bus drivers and other people getting on the bus.
Yeah, yes.
Maisie wants to know what you're making, Heather.
I'm making for Pride Month, I'm making a crochet pride beanie. But I'm doing it on the progressive pride flag, which includes the trans colours, and the black band represents partly queer people of colour. And then I go into the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
There's too many colours.
I know, too many colours.
I think Slorp and Fish and Sunny Sock are gone. Oh, that's disappointing. That's my child and her friends. I was interfering with the Discord, the service, because I'm on a live. My internet's not helping my daughter trying to get onto the Discord, so they were dropping out. So they came in here instead, I think. But they're probably talking to each other now. But I told them to like and subscribe, so I might have got. Oh, I can check on them. Let's see if I got 2 new subscribers or whether or not they were lying to me. I'll tell you what. I'm onto him. Let's
Well,
have
it
a
might
look.
not show yet.
Yeah.
Well, one has shown, and I think that's little Slorpy. Yes, thank you, Slorpy. Mwah. There you go. Let me see. Oh, well, then have you? Let's have a look. Oh, maybe it's not showing up yet. Or maybe someone dropped off. I lose people all the time.
Me too.
It fluctuates like crazy. You never know.
It does. But yeah, I reckon the kids, I shouldn't call them kids. I think Slorp and Fishy would like some of the things I do. They can just have a look and let me know. But I even made you a birthday thing once, didn't I? An animated birthday, but I left it on private because it was just a birthday for little Fishy Soir there. Oh, look, isn't that a cute little comment? Yes, I was like, oh my goodness, I need to see my favourite silly sunny sock mum. Hang on. Let's see. They are kids. Please call them that. Oh, okay, kids. All right. Oh, look, my child. See? Slorp's enjoying me on here. There you go. Enjoying us. It's all right. That's okay. There you go. So Heather, this Saturday night, are you having a little live again? And I'm going to pop in.
Yes, you are going to. Actually, are you busy today?
No. Why? What do you
Well,
want?
because I have a little favour to ask. I think I've worked out how to include, how to have guests on the OBS studio.
Okay.
And I'd like to practice. And if you're not doing anything, I may as well practice with you because we'll be doing it for real Saturday night.
Heather, can I ask you how are you going to do that? I'm very curious. Which way there's a couple ways of doing it. I'm curious which way you're going to do it.
Right now, I'd have to hang on. Let me go back into my other browser because I pinned it. There's a VDO Ninja.
Okay, and I haven't heard of that.
That's the thing you were
Or
playing
Ninja,
last
maybe
night?
it's ninja.com, but this is what comes up in the web browser, VDO.ninja.
Do you want to share it? Can you share it? How do we share? How do I get? I don't know. Can you share it on my thing, Heather, or no?
I can. Well, let's go present. Share screen. Screen
Do you see that
sharing.
comment? See that comment, Cassie? Look at that comment.
What?
There's a comment.
What about it?
Oh,
Read
yeah, I'll
it.
put it back.
Which
I'll put
one?
it back.
That one.
Let's
Check it out.
go off screen. Okay.
Big
So
fan.
I've got to.
Yeah.
I've got to do this under Google Chrome. If I can share my Google Chrome.
It's all right. Crow's probably just dropped out because he's probably looking at something. I think you can share. I'm in StreamYard, so
There you go. You should be able to.
There he is.
Has something come up on your thing about a shared screen?
No. No. Actually, where's private comments? Oh, probably that's something that's missing. Usually, private chat is on StreamYard and it's not there. That's interesting.
Oh.
You have it.
Maybe
I have
that's
it.
where it popped up.
I have it.
Yeah. Usually,
How do I do it, Cassie?
you should have you have to get permission to share it. It should pop up at
Oh, hang on. No, because you are sharing another application window. And then it's got stop sharing. So I'm currently sharing this window.
Why can't I see it? Let me have a look. I haven't done this yet. Hang on. No, can't. Oh, hang on. Wait on.
Hello, Nancy.
No. Oh, hang on.
Index.
Uh, I'm just trying something. So can you see that, guys? You're my guinea pigs now. So I've got that there.
Can't see anything.
That's no. Oh, all right. Then that's not right. I don't know.
What are we trying to do?
She's trying to share a screen, and then she's trying to share it. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I've shared a screen to Karen so that Karen can share it up on StreamYards.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, can you hang on? Can you see in my tree? Oh, you probably can't. It's a bit bright. Hang on. Come on. Look.
Oh, the slap bracelets.
What?
It's a slap bracelet.
Oh, that's cute.
In the city.
Look,
It's a weasel.
I
it's a
don't remember.
weasel. It's a dead weasel. But look, all the way from Virginia City, a dead weasel. See?
Oh, how adorable. I'm so
Thank you, Heather. Oh, look, I don't know. We're going to have to practice how to do it. Hang on. I'll put.
Well, I've decided, because I know OBS is really, really difficult, but I've decided to do it because I'm not paying StreamYards another $34 freaking dollars. And I don't like their free version, and OBS is all free if you can get the right extensions.
Yeah, I did play around with OPS, and it just confused me. I just got so confused.
The most common way for having a guest on OBS is having the person come on Skype, and then you can use this. There's a NTS NTS plugin for OBS, and you have to install NTS, which is pretty complicated. Once that's installed, you can actually bring in somebody using Skype, but it is very complicated and it's got a few bugs to it, but it does work.
Yeah, the Ninja seems to be fairly easy. I did get it set up, and I had everything up on the screen. The problem is you can't sort of invite yourself onto OBS. I've only got. Well, I tried to put myself into the room, into the Ninja room, but I couldn't. So I need someone else to do it remotely.
So you could even put your own self in there?
No.
That's weird.
I'll play with you, Heather. Yeah, I'll play with you this Arvo. We'll work it out.
It's hard to explain because you create a room, and I've only got the one camera because I use the main camera.
Yeah.
And I needed 2 cameras, and it's just too hard. But I just need someone else to come in and help me with it.
This one, guys, I don't know if the kids are still in here. This one was literally a one-eyed weasel that died, and so when he taxidermed it, he gave it an eye patch. So I've got that one and its mate. So they hang out in my little tree. Where have you gone? Where's your
Hi,
phone?
Daniel. Mike Ossie quit using Skype after watching Unfriended. I've never seen that.
Skype.
Do you know what Skype is?
Skype was a chat thing, wasn't it?
Well, like a video chat.
Like a video chat?
Like Zoom.
Yeah, isn't Skype like old now? Like
It still exists.
I saw that movie. That was frigging crazy as.
what movie?
I haven't seen that.
It's on Netflix, is it?
Oh, Unfriended.
On Netflix or Stan. I can't remember which one. But if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's called Unfriended.
Oh,
What
yeah.
happened?
Unfriended.
And they included some person in their chat, and he just went bunter on them,
Oh.
and everyone died. Well, not everyone.
Daniel says hi to you, Crow. Crow.
Hey, I just want to say, hey, Daniel, and everybody in the chat, because I'm not seeing the chat right now, so I'm sorry if I'm not responding to you guys. But hello.
We're here. We see the chat. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Like wow.
Hello, everyone.
It could have been your pet weasel, Slaw, if the pet weasel lived in Virginia City. I've told my daughter that I could save up extra and take her with me when I go to America next time. but I'm not quite sure that she's keen on Virginia City, which is a bit of a bummer because that's where I'd be spending most of my time. There's plenty of wild horses there, though. So, you know, she'd be fine. She loves horses. Wendy, yes, it's an actual, they're both weasels. I've got a friend called Kyle in Virginia City. He's in, I don't know if anyone's been to Virginia City, but they have like a, what do they call that show, Cassie? The Wild West, like a Wild West show?
Yeah, gun show.
Oh, the gun
It's
show?
like a gun show. You go in and you sit on the thing, and they put on sort of like a show and shoot 'em up and bank robberies and bits and bobs. Kyle acts in that. But Kyle also is a taxidermist. So when I was visiting him and his girlfriend and having some lunch, he brought out. Oh, well, actually, I've named this one. The one with its eyes still there, that's called Kyle. And the one with the patch, it's just called Patch. But they were real weasels, and he stuffed them.
Here, Kyle was the one on the bike, right?
Is that the
would
guy
drive
that- yeah.
through
Yeah,
town?
it's Kyle's one on the bike
Yeah.
with the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was
He
hilarious.
rides the unicycle through town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but see, my chat's good, isn't it, guys? Oh, this is awesome. I think from now on, Sunny Sock, Slorp, and 4K Fish can be in all of my live stream chats. If they behave themselves, they could come on as special guests.
I also wanted to say real quick, I'm not sure if Janine's in here, but happy early birthday to Janine if she's watching out there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Janine actually, but yeah, it's her
Okay.
birthday. It's her birthday
Tomorrow.
today for me.
Well,
but
today for
tomorrow
you, Karen. Tomorrow for
It's
us.
today for me. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Thanks, Slorp. All right, Slorp, it's a deal. I'll talk to you later. Oh no, Slorp's not my daughter. Slorp's not my daughter. Sunny Sock is. But Slorp can be my daughter. It's all right. I'll be everyone's mum. Yeah, I'm not sure if Janine's listening. She's probably asleep or something. I don't even know what the time is there. What was I going to say? Yeah, when I still haven't I just really still haven't decided what I want to do. I know I want to go back to Virginia City. I absolutely want to go back to Virginia City. And I've got so many lovely friends there. So I love it when I'm there because I just feel like a local. And I've promised I'll still help clean the Silver Queen's rooms while I'm there with Connie. And I've asked Kelly to show me how to do the Silver Queen bar. So when she goes to collect her children next time, I can just take over. She'll show me. You haven't been to Virginia City, have you, Heather?
No, I haven't been to Virginia City, no.
I reckon you'd like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a town full of nutty people. That's why I
Oh,
feel,
I fit right in.
yeah.
That's what I liked about New York City because I fitted right in. I was like the least weirdest person there, I think.
Yeah, that's how I feel in Virginia City. I don't feel weird at all.
Is there anything? What's there to do? Tell us a little bit about what's
In Virginia
offer
City.
Virginia City. Yeah.
Oh well, it's a tourist city, isn't it? Ron's been there. Ron,
Yeah,
what's
it's like
it
walking
for
back.
Emirates?
It's like
Yeah.
walking back into the Wild West. Like
Oh.
nothing.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Except
It's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool. It's still got all the old footpaths made out of wood, like the cowboys used to walk on the wooden footpaths.
Yeah.
And it was
Oh,
only, I
wow.
think it was only in the 1950s that they actually put the tar down. Up until then, it was a dirt road. It's
Yeah.
got the Silver Queen, which is an old hotel
Oh.
that used to be called, and that's the other thing I'm going to do an episode on, guys. I've yet to get to doing that, but it used to be called, the Silver Queen wasn't always a Silver Queen, right? It used to be called the Old Capitol Saloon. And then what happened was the building that was there where the Silver Queen is now, when that big fire came through, that all burnt down. So they rebuilt it and called it the Old Capitol Saloon. And it wasn't until some owners in the 50s got that picture of the Silver Queen commissioned and made, that they changed the name of the hotel to the Silver Queen. So now I'm going to be able to research properly the history of the building, because up until then I didn't know that. So thank you, Taylor Hamby, for that information. I must get Taylor on again too. What looks good? Yeah, what have you got? Is that a pizza?
Pizza bun.
Yeah, pizza bun. I was hungry because we didn't really eat proper supper. The kids had macaroni and cheese. We're slacking as parents today.
That's all right. Wendy's saying, do you have enough for everyone?
No, there's only 2 left, and that's for Ron. For lunch tomorrow.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I still haven't decided where I want to go. I do want to go back to Virginia City. I have to go back. I've got a calling for Virginia City. I just love it there. If it wasn't for the fact that I had children here, I think I'd move. That's how much I love it. And I think I love it that much though, because it is quirky. Like everybody that's there is quirky, like Kyle, Taylor, my friend Connie. Like Connie used to be my friend that now looks after Bernice the mule. That was his mule. She was in movies. I should find the clip. She used to be a arm wrestler and a stunt woman. She was in the circus. She was a stunt woman in the movies. Like,
wow.
Stories to tell. Oh yeah, like stories to tell. And she's a good buddy of mine now, so she's fun to hang around with. That's what I get up to mostly, Heather, when I'm in Virginia City. I get up in the morning. This is my routine. I get up in the morning. I go down and say hello to the horses. Then I come back up and I have a coffee. And then I would go across the road and help clean all the rooms in the Silver Queen. Then after that, Connie and I'd either hang out or I'd just go and visit someone else in, like there's a shop there called the Silver Stope, which you can buy leather goods and jewelry in, and Judy is the lady who runs that. So I'd go in and just sit there and talk to her for an hour or something. Then I'd wander across back to the Roasting House coffee shop and talk to the girls there and just have a coffee. Then I'd go for another walk around, and then I'd just probably go back down to the horses, and then in the afternoon I'd go back to Connie's house and jump in her car with her, go up to the Mackey Mansion, and then because there's chickens there, and I'd help feed the chickens, and there was one chicken there in particular I really like, and I'd give her a cuddle. And then we'd go for dinner when it was open to the Cider Factory, which is super yummy. And if that wasn't open, then I'd go to Red Dog Saloon for tea. And then I got to meet the owner of the Red Dog Saloon, and he's really nice. Oh, I don't know. That was that's an average day. That would average out to my life in Virginia City. But
that sounds lovely. I could cope with that.
Yeah, and the Washoe Club too. I went up there. There's a boy that regularly
is he cute?
does behind the bar at the Washoe Club. And he was a good boy. When I was there last time, he said, go and sit in the members' room. He said, he's still a member until September. So I went and sat in the members' room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still a member. See, you should fly down, guys.
Still got my card.
Yeah, I have my card in my wallet.
Yeah, Maisie Rose. Everyone that lives in Virginia City, it's kind of like they've all a lot of them grew up in Virginia City, moved away, and now have come back. So in their later years they've come back. And when I say later years, like my age, like they've just been away, they've done whatever, but they've come back. So I don't know what it is about Virginia City, but there's definitely a pull to it.
The thing is,
Heather. Oh, sorry, Cassie. Heather.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's all right. Heather's busy. I'll ask her in a minute, Slaw. Sorry, Cassie, go.
So, like because I've always been fascinated, like obviously the paranormal, but Westerns. I loved Western movies. I would watch like all of those. So going to Virginia City for us, or at least you like those types of movies too. I used to watch like Gunsmoke. Remember we used to have
I could live there.
Yeah, but what are the other TV shows? The old TV shows, right? Or oh my gosh, I can't pronounce words.
Bonanza.
Magnificent
Hey,
Magnificent
Stephanie.
Seven. So like that movie, I loved. I own the old one, the old version. Anyways, I love that. So when we went to Virginia City, it was literally, I literally a dream come true. And that place has a draw. Like it has an energy. It's so bizarre. I don't think I've ever been anywhere like that where it was like that.
Yeah. And like for me, when I went there, and well, you guys know that when I went there, it was medicine for me at the time because of Stephen.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably why I know this sounds silly, but then again, this is a paranormal channel, and you guys will probably all know what I mean. When I got to Virginia City, it was like I was home, and I felt so relaxed. Everybody's friendly, and yes, it's a tourist town, so in some respects they need to be friendly, but there was just something about that town with its history, which of course I love history, with its history, its people, and maybe it's just something in the hills, I don't know, but there's an energy about it that I love and I'm drawn to, and that's why I just keep wanting to go back. It's kind of like, it's really weird, I don't know, but I love it. Yeah, but Demtex, maybe I did live there in a past life. Maybe I was Julia, what's her name? Julia Busette.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think I'd be a Madeline.
Is the place haunted? Are these places, some places haunted there? Or?
Oh, yeah, supposed to be. Heather, what are you doing? I'm going to have to talk to you about Virginia City. You need to go to Virginia City.
I must admit, I've never heard of Virginia City.
Wow. So in Virginia City, the whole town is supposed to be haunted, and it probably just about is, isn't it, Cassie?
I would say, I mean, we had crazy experiences there. I saw my first apparition. So
at the Mackie Mansion.
I heard this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I've seen shadow figures, but like to actually see a little girl, like where I thought my brain was like, that's a doll. And then you guys are like, there's no doll there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we were at the Mackie Mansion, guys, and that's in Virginia City. So the Mackie Mansion is a really old house that was built by, it wasn't built by John Mackie. Who was it built by? I've just gone blank. But anyway, Mackie bought it and lived in it with his family. A little girl did pass away there in the house. She had what they think was strep throat and got infected, and and she passed away. But we were there investigating, and we went down into a dining room, and Cassie, myself, Ron, our other friend Jason, Levy, Kathy, we were all downstairs. We were all standing still doing whatever we were doing. I can't remember now. And Cassie said, "Oh, can someone shine the light over there on that doll?" And we've all looked down to where she's talking about. The only doll we saw was like a gargoyle thing or something sitting on. So everyone flashed their lights there. And Cassie's gone, no, the other corner. And we've all flashed our lights over there, but there was nothing there. But Cassie had 100%, like, and I believe it because Cassie's not a fibber, had seen what she thought was a little girl doll in the corner. That's why she said, can you flash it onto that doll?
Oh, like right in front of me. It was like next to the dining room chair. But I just like, my brain, I think I was trying to like reason it out. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, because I even now I can still vividly see her. So like, it's one of those things that's kind of imprinted, but you're like, did I really see that? Like, it was crazy. That we had some really crazy stuff. Like, we're the spirit box. We were talking about, we were in Paul's room. Was it Paul's room we were in? And we're like, Emma, like, came to the spirit box, and we're like, what? Like, it was
that was interesting because a spirit box, if you're, I don't know how many people in here know, but that's like that little, it's like a little radio, and it goes through channels really, really fast. So you only pick up certain words from each channel, so to speak. Not proven to be any, like, it's just a tool you use for a bit of fun, really, I guess, and to see if you get any answers. But Cassie and I were in this little boy Paul's room where Cassie had left the music box. Yeah. The music box on the bed, and the music box went off. And the music box is only supposed to go off if you touch it, right? So we ran in, and Cassie's gone in ahead of me, and we're there, and Cassie has got the spirit box in her hand. And I think I said something like, can we take that to your sister's room?
Yeah.
And with that, the little box, like the timing was perfect. because we said, can we take that into your little sister's room? And then the little spirit box goes two syllables, two separate voices, but to make one word, which was Emma. And Cassie and I, you look at Cassie's episode, and we've looked at each other and gone, whoa.
Like,
And
they were,
Emma was
it
his
was
little
so
sister's
weird.
name. Yeah, Emma's the little girl who passed away in the house.
And that's
So
who I
that-
thought. So
Yeah, that's the thing. And then there was the Washoe Club with our poker game where we played. That was incredible. This is all on. If you all want to see this, Cassie's got a channel called Weeping Willow Paranormal. And she's got those Mackie Mansion and Washoe Clubs episodes on there. Yeah, you'll see my big buffet in there as well. But
I'll have to pop in. I think I'm subscribed to you guys, but I don't.
you are Heather. You are Heather. But
Yeah,
if you want to
I don't think I've watched any of your videos. I do apologise for that, but I might just.
no, that's okay. And also Jason, like some Cemetery Road. So we had two different angles.
Jason.
So
Jason. It was Jason and I that were. Jason let me be a part of the Cemetery Road that night for investigations. So there was he and I investigating, and Cassie and Ron investigating. And I think that night, Levy and Kathy were there for a short time, weren't they?
Yeah.
And then they left.
The first part. Oh no, not the first part. The middle part, because they were flying in for Washoe.
No, Mackie Mansion. I think.
Oh, Mackie Mansion. Yes, they had. And then they had to leave.
Yeah.
For the first part.
Mackie Mansion, they had to leave, and then I think the Washoe Club, they were there. I can't remember, but anyway, there was, and it's weird that I can't remember, but there was some episodes that we did, and it was really cool. So, if you want to see what happened there, Heather, check those out.
And Washoe Club is where Ron kind of, because he was you're still a skeptic, but that was the one where you heard things and you're like, what was that? Which was. Yeah. So, like, it was his kind of like, okay, what's going on here? So, I think that's all sorts of, I think, Virginia City.
Neither of us, Maisie, Wendy might have been to the UK, but she's going in the spring, she says. But that's something else I would like to do, go to the UK. I'd love to go. I was watching an episode, I said this yesterday to you guys, I was watching an episode of some kids that like my daughter will watch sometimes, Cody, and I can never remember his last name.
Oh, Colby, Sam and Colby.
Colby. All right, I'll try and remember that. Colby Cheese and the other boy. That's our word associate. But yeah, like obviously the stuff those kids do isn't above board. But they went to the Ram's Head Inn, which is somewhere near Stonehenge. And I thought, I'd love to go there. Like it wouldn't be hard to research the true stories behind that house, because there'd be plenty of documentation. But I'd love to go there and probably try and have it. They're pretty cool. It's just that some of the stuff they pop up isn't. It's mainly for entertainment purposes. But I enjoy watching them because I keep that in mind, because I know that it's not everything that they're doing, isn't it? It's not truthfully above board, but they've got to make money. So but that's okay. I don't watch it thinking it's real, but I do like the places they go to. Mm-hmm. And I'll give them this much: their researchers, because they've got the people behind them. The researchers do a pretty reasonable job of researching the property. Mm-hmm. So I'll give them that. Who's leaving?
Somebody have a question for me? Did you say somebody had a question for me earlier?
Yes.
About the baby in the background.
Oh, yes, the baby Slorp. Don't go, hang on. It was Slorp who asked that question. Wanted to know about the baby on the couch behind you.
Oh, that's our vampire baby called Ernest. We weren't meant to get that. We were actually, Werner ordered something off Facebook, and that it was supposed to be a vampire baby, but what was advertised is not what we got. We went onto eBay to find the real vampire baby that you're meant to get, and that was like $300 odd, and this one was like $50. And I said, well, Werner, you get what you pay for. you know, we actually ended up falling in love with it. So now sits Pride in place on our couch there.
So is it like it's like a gargoyle baby, or is it?
Oh, vampire.
A vampire. It's supposed to be a vampire.
Heather's going to get it now. But I just put a link into that little short episode.
Wow,
But
okay.
that's it. You can see it now. Isn't
Yeah.
it disgusting?
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of freakish.
Hello.
Yeah, say hello, Slaw.
Actually, he appears in one of my shorts videos.
Yeah, and he was in one of mine the other night too. I popped him in that.
Oh,
You
you
saw
do?
that?
Oh, I missed that one.
I just cut up a little bit of you and me chatting and laughing at stupid things, like talking about boys. So,
Oh, yes.
no, this is Bob. That's Bob.
Bob the Demon. You have to watch Karen's little short.
Yeah, you have to watch it. Because we were on a live and Joe was there with Heather and I, and Joe said he wanted to see me. All right. See you, Slorp. See you. Thank you for popping in. Popping in time. What was I saying? Yeah, and Joe saw my doll and he goes, "Oh, well, that's not creepy." I don't think she's creepy. She's just old. And he said, "I want to see you doing episodes where it's, a demon or whatever." And that's when Heather grabbed. And then we just started being silly. Yeah. But I suppose it's that easy for people if they want to lie and make content. Like, that's how easy it is. I could grab this doll and say, "Oh, things are getting thrown around my house and I'm hearing voices and I'm talking to myself," and I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, not. I mean, I don't think so. I should get my little EMF. Just double check, but certainly nothing odd's been happening. The only thing pushing things down off of my shelves here are 3 bloody cats that jump up on the shelves and run around. So
I should show you all Isabel Rose, shouldn't I?
Yes, you're Isabel Rose.
Should I do a quick investigation with Isabel Rose, see if she wants to?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on. Why not?
It'll take me. I'll have to set up my phone.
Heather's got a haunted doll. She went to
doll.
Yeah. I think Crow's not saying anything, but I think he's either multitasking.
I'm here.
And just.
I'm here.
He's just listening to us because he poor thing can't get a word in edgeways. But I can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, Heather went to an op shop or a what do you call it? In America, what do you call them again, Cassie? A thrift shop.
Thrift shop.
And,
a second-hand store.
A second-hand store. And there was a doll there. Let me see if I can retell the story correctly without getting it wrong.
Okay, I'll get set up, but I'll still be here in the background listening. I'll be, Karen, you got it wrong.
That's right. So she went to the op shop with Werner. She saw this doll, Isabel, and she saw it and she thought, "Oh, you're nice." But then she walked away. And then Werner came up to her and said, "Oh, there's a doll out the front you might be interested in." And she went back up with Werner to see what he was talking about. It was actually this doll. And so she decided, I think at the time, maybe, she'll have to correct me on this, that she spoke to the doll and said, "Do you want to come home with me or something?" And the doll said no. And so she's decided, no, they will let
times,
said, "No, I'm not coming home with you." And but then she went against the doll's wishes and took it home with her. So she purchased Isabel, and she's had a few odd things happen in the house where she's come home from work and found that Isabel isn't where she left her. And Werner tried to say it was because she'd moved Isabel herself to vacuum before work. And that's where Heather corrected him and said, "As if I'd bloody do vacuuming before work. I didn't move the friggin' thing." So we'll see. What's Mike say? Dolls were handmade by Mum and her friends growing up. They all had personality. Yeah, well, even dolls, like even this one, my mum had a doll that was given to her, and I've never been able to find it. But like these ones, this is about 1920. this one, but the ones that were made before that would all be handmade because they had strings. The strings are what kept their little arms and things on. This one's got strings. I can feel it. I know, but they were all handmade, not factory made like they are now. So, let me see. Fish is making fun op shop. They hate what? Fish is making fun of op shop. They hate Australians. Oh, I am sure that's not true. Let me see. That's right. That's right. Yes. No, it's all right. Well, yeah, you know, in America, they call them thrift stores. Thrift stores.
Yeah.
Or antique shops. Isn't that
Yeah,
right?
depending. Like a thrift store is more like just people trying to get rid of their stuff, like donations, and the antique stores are like same, but like they're actually antiques. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you probably could find antiques in a thrift store, but it's more like junky stuff at the thrift stores. I cannot speak tonight. My brain is like done.
I'm sort of stoked my child is in this little thing because I know she really loves me. My child. There you go. That's made my day. And the fact that her friends are in here has made my day too. That's nice. Hang on. I missed something from Stephanie. What Stephanie said? We've got a teddy bear that the neighbour's cat is convinced is a living being. He shows that bear way more respect than he does us. That's nice. Oh dear. Yes. So there you go. Yeah. So Heather with this doll has a couple of times done little Q&As with the doll. So it's kind of cute. Keeps you occupied. Oh, I think I am, Wendy. I've had 6 children and they're all beautiful. They're all good kids. They're all good kids. I don't think, I had one yesterday turn the internet off on me. That was very naughty. I was talking to Cassie and Jason and Crow. Crow, you were there, weren't you? And Ellie. So. We were just having a little get together on the Zoom to catch up. And my daughter wanted to do a live stream. And here this internet is terrible regardless. So not this daughter, another daughter said, oh, get off. I've got to do my live stream. And I said, I'm not getting off. I'm talking to my friends. I've only been on for about 20 minutes. Like, no. And then I told Cassie and Jason and stuff what my daughter, I'll keep a name out of it, had said. And next minute, everything goes dead. The little bugger went up and turned the modem off. I thought, you little shit. So that was it then. That was it. There was no more. Hi, Matt. I see you. Yeah, so because I was going to get off, wasn't I, Cassie? I thought, oh, look, I'll stay on for a little minute. I'll let her have her fun, but that's what happens. What am I continuing rather well with, Mike? Did I miss your first comment? Oh, dear. Yeah, 6 children, 2 boys, 4 girls. The boys were easier.
Are all your kids living in the town you live in now?
No, Alex, who is the daddy of my little baby grandson, Stephen, he lives in Canberra, which is Australia's capital, like you've got Washington, Right,
yeah.
That's where our politicians live. So he's in the army, so he lives there. Stephen, obviously he's gone, but he was living in New South Wales. And then I've got the 4 girls who live here with me. So, yeah. They're
all 4 live with you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they're all good girls.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. I thought you had 2 that live with you. So that's cool.
All the girls live with me. Stephen used to live with me until he moved out. I thought Crow was one of yours, Karen. Oh, Crow could be one of mine. Mike O.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, geez. So yeah, but it's just boys are. I think boys are easier. I don't know. What do you think, Cassie? You've got boys and girls.
Boys are easier.
I guess.
No,
Actually,
well,
no.
you know
They're
what,
kind
though?
of they're almost equal at this. But ours are still young. I mean, our oldest is going to be 15 with a girl. I mean, like, and they come. There's different things. We got like 2 kids that are on the spectrum, and then so like they're boy and girl, but there's just different things. And our kids are like
They're pretty self-sufficient.
I don't know. So far,
They're really
I mean,
good.
our boy, but Garrett's pretty much a handful though.
No, like Garrett's not.
But he's also
Garrett's
going to be
just
10.
He's just
So
a jokester.
it's like,
Yeah, Garrett's a jokester.
yeah.
He
So
likes to.
yeah,
he's
he's a class
Yeah.
clown.
I just found with my boys, they were happy to be outside all the time. I didn't say get out. I'd be happy if they were in keeping me company, but they'd always be outside, riding their bikes, building cubby houses, going off with their friends and doing jumps with their bikes and bits and bobs, and taking my tools to make their cubby house and never bring the tools back. And very cuddly, like my boys were especially Stephen. Alex would cuddle too, but Stephen was really, I guess Stephen was a mama's boy, but not in a bad way, just that he loved to be around me. Alex was a little bit more independent. When they fought, though, the testosterone ran. So you had to be careful with that. But that was only maybe from about 14 up to 16. But they were best buddies, like best friends, which most brothers are, I guess. I don't know. But the girls, out of the 4 girls, in between, sometimes just the that time of the month, that kind of thing. If it can be a little bit high strung at certain times. So in that way, girls are different. The hormones are different. The boys' hormones are more about, and the girls' hormones are more like, it's kind of like, oh. So there's definite differences.
Yeah, I mean, our 2 girls
have their own thing,
Yeah, I mean, our girls are not the hormonal in that sense or in that, so that we're lucky in that
Thank
way.
goodness.
At least I haven't correlated it with anything necessarily. So
no, but I don't know. But either way, I love all of my children, and they've all been. They're just all good kids. I mean, each of them in their own way have always given me worries, but as you do as a parent. I don't mean that they've been naughty. I just mean, oh God, I'm worried. But that's normal being a mum, Yeah, boys do break things, but they make things. But yeah, everyone's different. But I just found my boys were a lot less complicated. Women are complicated creatures. We're very hormonal and we're very complicated, and you've got to be careful what you say to us. You can tell us we look nice in something, and we'll take that as an insult because, well, didn't you like me in my last outfit? Like Ron should know. I bet Cassie said, oh, what do you think? Does this make my bum look big? And I bet you Ron said something like, no, your bum looks great like that, or something, and it's been taken the wrong way. Women do things like that.
I do not like those games.
Yeah.
Like when you give a compliment and they turn it around. No,
Yeah.
we don't play that.
My daughter's just said she's going to start breaking things now to prove me wrong because Matt said that boys break things.
Oh,
Who runs with scissors? Actually, all kids run with scissors. Bloody hell.
or suckers in their mouth, and I'm like, do not run.
Yeah.
Women, I think men are pretty easy to work out, I reckon. I mean, I'm older. Men are pretty happy if they've got food in their tummy, maybe a beer in their hand if they like beer. But yeah, generally it's just about food and, no offense, Ron or Crow, but sex. I mean, so long as they're getting food and sex, they're usually pretty happy.
I'm the older I get, the more I'm starting to realize that's true for women as well. Ooh.
Well, you could be right, except when you get shut your ears, Sunny Sock. But when you get to my age, there's nothing to be had in that other area. So food's probably the only thing.
Nowadays, food is very much
satisfying.
Yes.
Oh dear. What's Dazzler say? I'm thankful I only had one girl out of 4 kids and she's the oldest. I'm not a girly mum. Oh, you don't have to be a girly mum. Oh dear. Stephanie, you too, hey? Oh gosh. Actually, I think everyone's just being careful because my child's in here. Normally, this conversation goes.
Ooh, I'm glad you reminded me about that. Thank you.
Oh, sports. Yeah, my boys loved. Well, actually, my eldest Alex loved sports, everything. Stephen, he was flat-footed, so when he would run or something, he had a bit of difficulty with things like that. So he wasn't a fast runner or anything like that, but he loved it. Like he played football and basketball. Alex played basketball and cricket. Alex never played football from memory. I hope I'm not being a bad mother, but I'm pretty sure he didn't. Stephen did. And then, so they loved their sports, whereas my girls, no frigging interest at all. And you know who's to blame for that? School sports, because all the school sports are boy games. No offense, I'm not getting into the argument of sexists and this and that and the other. I'm just saying, when you're a girl and you're being told to play, football and cricket and things like that, girls do have other interests, like there's netball or basketball for girls, or aerobics or yoga, or just simple working out in the gym. There's lots that can be done to make a female feel happy in a sports world. But yeah, I was the same. I got bullied all the time at school for sports because I was no good at team sports. I'm not very coordinated with throwing balls or anything like that, so I'd get picked on. And whenever I played basketball, the girls would say, "We don't want her on our team, she's useless." So it put me off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what's my daughter say? Okay, no, it's not. Yeah, see, my daughter was bullied too. All team sport. It's a team sports. Individual things like the gym or yoga, anything where you're just playing against yourself, I think is easier for some people. But there you go.
Yeah, I was music. Like all 3 of my sisters, because I'm the oldest of 4 girls. 3 of them played rugby. Like my one sister actually played rugby for university and then did an exchange program for a year in England and played rugby in England on their team at Keele University. So they're very sporty, but our kids, like our boys, I would say Everett's in music and Garrett's in Taekwondo, but like we're not a very big sporty family either. So
I just find Matt, sorry, God, who am I tongue? Matt just asked, do the mix of sexes in sports out there? No, it's still, but they mix the sports. So now there's girl football teams and stuff like that, or female. So they do that. But I think it's a special kind of person who's going to enjoy playing football and stuff like that, because it's a rough game. It's a rough sport, isn't it, Heather? I mean, our football.
And we don't have any protection equipment whatsoever.
Yeah, so when we play football over here, we don't have like the gridiron does with the helmets and all that. It's just, they run at each other and bang into each other, and bloody Australia rules and rugby league.
Take it back and all sorts.
Oh yeah, you have in our rugby, like they have what do they call that? A huddle? Like what do they call it? Is it a huddle? Scrum.
I only know this when my sister's played. No. I'm surprised I even know this. Pat on my back.
Yeah, a scrum, and they literally push their that's how they do their necks in.
Yeah, rugby was crazy. My sister literally broke her foot. So the navicular bone in her foot snapped, but she kept playing. Like, it was insane. Or she would just like, Vicky, like, one of my sisters, like, she tackle you in the house, and you'd have to like close the door and put all your weight on the door so she wouldn't come in and tackle you. Oh, but rugby is brutal.
Can you see that in the background? That's Isabel, the big doll. The one in the pink. Is it a pink dress, Heather?
Yeah, it's a pink sort of apricot-y dress.
Peach.
I can't find my torch. I have this torch that I use for investigations. But I did a private one a couple of weeks ago, and I must have left it behind. I'm really upset because I can't find it. It's the first thing I put back in my bag.
That's the thing, Matthew. Pitting females against males in sport. I know it's an argument to be had out there, but I'm sorry, it's just not fair. Men are just stronger, and unless they're weaklings, they're stronger than a female. So you're just gonna win every time. So I would have, if I was the mother of the girl that they made you wrestle, I would have had a pink fit. I would have grabbed the coach and said, "Come here." Let's see what my child has to say about what I just said. Well, you could put a really huge guy against a really small guy and it'd be the same thing. Well, exactly, but that's my point. That is my point. You could put that's the point. A female's just honestly, if a female works out and stuff, but even then it's just, too hard. That's my personal opinion. Aussie rules football is mental. I think it's like American football, but without the padding. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's the same concept that you've got to get the ball from one end of the field to the other. It's sort of like that's really the only concept about the football. You've got to kick a goal and keep it up your end and keep kicking goals. But they're rough as. Let's see what Beth says. When I was in weightlifting, the boys wouldn't use the lower body equipment after me. What? Am I missing something? What's Matt say?
I have a feeling we don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm not quite. Lower body equipment after me. Lower body equipment. Oh, you mean like the leg presses and stuff? Mike O says, I thought dividing males and females was wrong from the start. Sports should be equal. Ooh. Well, yeah, but that's just it. They're not equal if you've got women and men competing against each other. The man will win all the time.
Beth just commented. That's what I thought she had meant. So,
huh?
If you read Beth's new comment, that's what they wouldn't lift as much as me, so they were embarrassed. That's why I thought she was going with it.
Actually, you know what? I had that once upon a time. I was really fit. Once upon a time, I went to the gym every day of the week, taught aerobics on the off days and went to the gym on the other days. And I used to do pull-ups, the pull-ups, but the back ones where you come up and you pull up on your back. And the boys were the same. They go, how did you do that? Because they couldn't do it. They could do the front ones, but they couldn't do the back ones. So, but still, I wouldn't, whatever. Who does that, Karen? Does what, Daniel? What did I miss? I don't know. But yeah, how are you going there, Heather? Have you got her ready to talk to us yet?
Yeah,
is that
kind of.
Oh, you got
a couple of cat's balls. She doesn't like using the cat's balls all that much. She loves the torch and the dowsing rods. I've got the dowsing rods here. I've got a ghost tube or the science ghost toolkit that I can open up and we can see if she wants to say anything.
Matthew's into haunted dolls.
Yeah, I love
dolls. I'm so sorry, but I've got to jump off here real quick.
Okay.
Oh, boys against girls. Daniel, are you not
See you,
watching
girl.
anything? When I say boys against girls, and oh God, I don't want to start this conversation, so I'm just going to say something, and then we're going to forget.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, girl.
No, no.
Okay, bye.
It's no, it's where the men, Heather, is it trans men that are going into the girls' sports, like the running?
Yeah, there's a huge issue about trans men going into women's sports.
Yeah.
Trans women going into women's sports.
Yeah, sorry, thank you. I always get it back. So trans women going into women's sports, which I'm all out for them going into sport because that's what they love, but they've entered into the female section, which I understand why they're comfortable to do that. But unfortunately, their physique, their bodies are such that they are stronger and faster than the girls. And they are winning, and by a mile, so it's a big controversy now. And that's what I mean. But so far as boys and girls against each other, I still think that's a good thing to do. Like, I'd like to see that in cricket, because cricket, I can't imagine why it would be anything different if you're a boy or a girl, because you're just throwing a ball. Same with baseball. I think girls and look, I don't know if there's a physical reason for throwing a ball in baseball or whatever could be, but certainly sports where maybe that's the thing. I don't know. I think girls would be faster than boys sometimes, but I have no idea. But that's what I mean. You've got to, like, girls and boys certainly shouldn't wrestle against each other, like Matthew was indicating. Like, there's some sports where just the strength of a woman to a man is very different. So I don't think they should mix. It's not because they shouldn't play sport, just, I mean, I reckon they should have, I don't know. Heather, what do you reckon? This is just what I reckon. I reckon they could have, because there's male and female, but then again, I kind of understand too, but maybe they could just have a section where it is trans women against trans women, because then people would still watch and stuff. It'd just be that it would be a fair, or maybe they could do it a different way, weight categories or something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it because I'm bound to offend somebody.
It's all too confusing. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it.
No, I don't.
I mean, I know some pretty freaking butch women that could outdo any man.
Yeah, I would say that too. Yeah, you want to have a go, Heather?
Yeah, let's have a go. I've got the go. I put on Ghost Tube, so we'll see if we can get anything.
You have to give those up, Heather. They're not good for you.
Oh, I didn't think you could see me.
Oh, of course I can. That's all right. Okay, go.
Okay, Isabel Rose, are you with me today? Because she comes and goes. Isabel Rose, are you here? I'm on live and I've got some friends watching. Would you like to communicate with me? Cross the rods for yes.
She looks asleep.
Her head's a bit tilted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think of the mounting rods, Heather?
Higher. Higher? What do you mean higher? Hiding.
Hiding.
Okay, hiding. Okay. Whoops, I have to steady these up a bit now. Is there anybody in this room with me today in my house?
Stop recording below.
Thank you. Can you give me a name? Can you open the website for me, please? Can you give me a name? Open the rods out to the front. Let the rods face Isabel Rose the doll. Can you open the rods up again for me, please?
How did I die?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe you could tell me. Can you open up the rods if I'm talking to Isabel Rose? I hate it when this happens. You get a response, but it's not the response you want. Okay. Is Isabel Rose in the room with me? Are you able? Are you willing to talk to us? Cross the rods for yes.
I want to.
You want to? Well, that's good. Can you cross the rods to me? Can you cross the rods to give us a better indication that you want to talk to us?
What's that app you're using, Heather?
This is GhostTube. Cross the rods all the way over. Right over really, really quickly. Use my energy if you need to, or have an afternoon nap.
I'll be right back.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
And can you do the other rod as well? My arms are getting tired already. Okay, open the rods again. I don't think I'm going to get much
Please.
sense. Please?
Open the rods again, please.
Okay,
Mind
hang on. Can you open the rods again, please? Pretty please with sugar on top.
We can go to bed if you're tired.
Bride.
Bride? Did that say bride?
Yes, that's what I heard, bride.
Okay, open the rods for me if there's an attachment to the bride that's sitting on the radio.
Oh,
Open the rods if there's an attachment to the bride sitting on the radio, please.
Wendy, when you're using the dowsing rods and you ask a question, you'll generally indicate to whomever you might be talking to move them a certain way. So Heather's saying cross them for yes, open them up possibly for no.
Yes as well, but usually open them up
Yeah.
as no, cross them as yes. But sometimes you just for something different, you'll just mix it up a bit.
Mm.
Just to
So
confuse things.
So the idea is that somehow those dowsing rods are being able to be manipulated by a spirit to answer your questions. Crow likes the dowsing rods, and I've seen Jason use them. Did you use them, Cassie? Did you use
I've
Jason's?
tried. They don't move at all for me. I've tried in Virginia City, and I tried them at I did like a ghost walk, like haunted tour thingy,
Yeah.
and I tried it and they didn't budge, not even an inch. So they don't really work for me.
It's interesting. It is interesting that little app you had on there, Heather, when you asked a particular question, and it was a interesting answer.
Oh, I got hang on.
What?
Hang on. I got Emily. Oh no, her
Who's
name's
it?
not-
Not Emily.
Hang on, what's this one's name?
Checking the name of all the dolls.
Julian.
Maybe-
Let me check all the names because oh dear. Which one's this one?
Stressed.
Lynetta?
Stressed. Did you hear that?
What?
The thing said stressed.
Stressed? What's the tag on this one? Oh, this one doesn't have a tag.
Well, maybe that's the one.
That could be Emily. I don't know. I'm sure it had a tag. Never mind. Well, we'll see if there's a spirit. Is there a? Oh, hang on. I was going to say touch the
Paranormal hangover is a definite thing, isn't it, Cassie?
Oof. Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, let me. Okay, is there an Emily, a spirit called Emily in this room? Cross the rods for
Lost.
yes. Lost?
Hmm.
Yeah, I lost my torch. Is there an Emily in this room who could cross the rods for yes? Or touch one of the cat's balls. Play with one of the balls on the floor or on the cupboard. And
That
then
always sounds funny when you say touch one of the cat's balls.
touch one of the cat's balls.
Purgatory.
Oh, hang on. No, that was me. Sorry. Is somebody in purgatory? Cross the rods for yes if someone's in purgatory. Nothing.
A paranormal hangover. I don't know how to explain it. You're just really, really tired, but you're tired, but you can't sleep, and then your brain's all fuzzy, and I don't know. What do you reckon, Cassie? How would you explain it?
Like just exhaustion, but like mind-numbing exhaustion.
Yeah.
So
Overexhausted.
yeah,
Overexhausted.
No, this is boring. Sorry, people.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to talk.
I don't think they're here today. I think someone's here. Who's here? Can you give me a name? Troop. Oh. Oh, is there a whole troop of people here? Sometimes it feels like there is. Sometimes it feels they treat this place like a hotel sometimes.
Yes, Stephanie, like a jet lag. Actually, like jet lag. Actually, yeah. A bit like jet lag, where you come, you're coming out. You get over it a bit quicker than jet lag, though. I did have it bad when I got home last time, Cassie. It took me nearly a week to get back to normal. You just get
Going over isn't so bad. It's the coming home that's the worst.
Yeah, like going over, I acclimatise really quick. I'm fine. First day, I'm right. After I have a sleep, because 27 hours traveling without sleep's a bummer. But once I have a sleep, I'm pretty good. It's generally just coming home that knocks you about, because you keep waking up at the times that you would have been having breakfast, and you realise, no, it's freaking whatever time in the morning. It's like horrible.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the worst thing. Being hungry when it's not mealtime. Come on, does somebody want to do something for me, please? Spin the rods around or something.
You start like
Have a party.
Right round, baby, right round.
Like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, round, round. Around and around. There we go. Oh, look, we've got it going.
Oh, there you go. Like the song. It's the singing.
Can you keep going? You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17.
Bloody pedophile.
Well,
Well, whenever I hear that song now, I think, what are you singing about a 17-year-old for? And there's another song. Remember that a song here, Into the Night it was called, and it was, she's just 16 years old, leave her alone, they say. I can't remember. It's really old, the song. But I remember listening to that as a kid. You don't listen. But as an adult, you listen to that and you think, ew. A 16 and a 17-year-old guys, and that ABBA was singing about the 17-year-old. Bloody hell!
yes.
or the Bruce Springsteen song.
What about The Sound of Music? You are 16 going on 17.
But I think he was supposed to be 18 going on 19. Hang on, how old was he? He was 18 going on 19. So at least that's a little bit more respectful.
Hello, will fall in line. Eager young lads and
Dr. Hook.
Offer you food and wine.
Do you remember Dr. Hook, Heather?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to like them. I remember they came out to Australia. I went and saw them in concert. And they had she was only 16, only 16. That was their song. That was a hit.
Oh, yeah, she was only 16.
Yeah, times are a changing. Which one?
It's actually pointing at the computer now.
I think it's going to go.
It's actually just started pointing at the camera and the computer. Hand.
Job.
Hand job.
Dan, sorry, this is the Bruce Springsteen song. the fire one was it called? That one's pretty creepy. I never
Oh,
thought about
hey,
it.
little Daddy Home.
Yeah,
Tangled.
that one.
Yeah, but I think he's actually. It's kind of like men can call their girlfriends "Hey, little girl." Like I know what you're saying, but yeah, I don't think he's
Yeah.
singing to a child.
Hopefully not.
I just got handy.
I actually love that song though.
Well, I like that song, but then I thought like the words. I'm like, it was a TikTok, and they're like, "Have you listened to the words of that song?" And I was like, "Oh God."
Yeah, because he's a "Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go?" And I actually think he's talking about your husband. I don't think he's talking about her daddy.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's saying, "Is your old man home?" Because I'll come around otherwise. I could be wrong, but I don't think Bruce is the paedophile. Has anyone here in the chat ever watched a show? Maisie probably has, called The IT Crowd. And there's an episode in that. It's about two guys who work downstairs in the basement, and they're in IT. And there's another girl that works with them, and she's their boss or whatever. And there's an episode in that where the girl in the show is going out with a guy called Peter, and she invites her friends around for dinner, and they're all having a chat. And someone says, "Oh, I've got something or other for you." Maisie knows what I'm talking about. "I've got something. I can email it to you. What's your email?" And the guy goes, "Oh, it's such and such, pedophile at whatever it is." And they've gone, "Pedophile?" And they've all started to say, "Pedophile?" And someone else is like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, my last name's File." So his name was Peter File, and the whole episode was about. And then he goes to the airport. Yeah, she was going to travel off with him to America or something, and she goes to the airport with him, and a loudspeaker announcement comes over: "Peter File, if you're here at the airport, come to the whatever thing." And everyone, and he puts his, "I'm Peter File, I'm Peter File." And then he runs off to the counter. I guess you've got to see it, but that show is so funny, and it's actually a timeless, funny show. It's got quite a. Oh, you'd know the actor if you saw it. Now I've gone Chris somebody. Anyway, I don't know what made me say that, because we're talking about Peter File. What's that? Have you got a stick figure thingy on that?
That's the SLS. Ghost Tube SLS.
See, it picks up the doll, and it picks up Rosie as well.
Yeah.
But that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to pick up bodies.
Yeah, well, it'll actually, it picks up almost anything. If I pointed it to, I don't want to show you.
If you point it to a chair, it should pick
if
up something.
If I point it to myself, it'll pick me up.
Yeah. And if you point them, what does it do if you actually point it to the couch, Heather? I'd like to see what it does when you point it to a couch. If it picks up anything, should pick up your baby, your vampire baby.
It'll pick up my crochet.
But does it as a person? Because that's the thing with those that people don't understand. You know, when you see everybody using it, what are they called again, Cassie? What are those things called?
SLS cameras?
SLS cameras.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The thing with an SLS camera is it's from the technology is from when you will play those. Is it Wii or something? It's a game. Yeah, and so that's what it is. But if you move it around, well, firstly, you're not supposed to move it. It's supposed to be stationary. So you know how you see people walking around with it? That's not a good thing. It's supposed to be stationary. So you put it somewhere so it's flat, and it will pick up things like it'll pick up like a chair. It could give you the indication that someone's, because it's programmed to recognize certain shapes. So
that's for my crochet there. I just shoved it there to get out the row, but it's picking the crochet up. So it's really, really hard unless you can find a way to say, "I'll move a hand," or "Can you wave to me?" or
yeah, like I mean, there's some things that you kind of think you see on that and you think, "Oh, that's weird." But you know the ones you see, Cassie, where they'll go, oh, look, there's someone over there. Then it all of a sudden elongates and arms and it turns into, that's nothing. That's just weird. That's just the machine trying to make sense of what you're pointing it at. But yeah.
But if you see a cat, if you've got a figure there, when you see a cat's ball going off, you've got two pieces of evidence in.
Wendy's just said, my eyes are playing tricks on me. Looks like the pink doll moves when I look away and then look back. I think it's just the angle. It'd be cool if it did. I'd love to see it. I don't think Heather would love to see it quickly walk away and scamper up the land.
Oh, I think that would be wonderful. That would confirm my suspicions that the doll's haunted. I'm 90% sure that Isabel has an attachment called Rose. That's why I called it Isabel Rose.
Oh,
Isabel's the doll's name, and Rose is the spirit name that I got.
When you did the thing. Have you ever caught an EVP or just the spirit box?
I did a spirit box. I haven't really listened for EVPs when I've done investigations here.
Maybe that's what you should do. You should attach a recorder to Isabel Rose's, dress or something. Go out to the shops for a little while because you wouldn't want it to run too long because then you have to listen back to it. And then just listen and see if it says anything. Wow,
yeah, I've actually thought about putting running a still camera overnight.
Yeah, because at least you can sort of fast forward through it.
Yeah. That one. That's what I want. There we go. I'm back.
There you go. You're back. But
I don't know why I have lost. I must ring Megan and see if my finger's over there.
Your torch.
My torch. I'm really disappointed about that.
Hey, Beth, I've got it. My eldest daughter collects Furbies, and I had a Furby that I got her in Virginia City, and I left it in the miner's cabin. And I not accidentally, I moved it, and they take a few minutes to, sometimes you move those things, as you would know, and they don't start talking. It takes a second or whatever. And I moved it off the top of the microwave there and went to walk into where my bed was, and the bloody thing started talking. I nearly jumped out of my skin. It was just the Furby, but it's because there was that delay. So I got a scare from a Furby when I was in the miner's cabin.
Oh dear, that's funny.
Karen, I'm going to head out.
Yeah, go to bed.
And I have to work tomorrow morning. And I didn't study today, which sucks, but I couldn't function today. So.
Look, and I'll probably go in a couple of minutes anyway because I've just realised I've been on an hour and a half. Oh, 2.5 hours. Jesus,
oh, wow.
Oh my God! I see. I got all excited, but I feel really good now, Cassie. And
that's good.
That's good.
I thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, especially on a day like that.
Yeah.
Oh well, I go to see Alex tomorrow, so come tomorrow when I hop on a plane and go down to Canberra. Alex will be there to give me a big cuddle, and I'll be fine. I'll probably have a sook with him, but that's normal.
Yeah.
But it's always a bad time of year, so thank you for spending.
No problem.
Me. All right. I love you lots. And what night are you putting your walkthrough on?
Thursday.
Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So
okay, so Friday morning for me.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, guys. Anyone who's interested, you'll see Cassie's. Oh well, you should all be interested because you love Cassie too. But go to Cassie's channel on Thursday night and watch her walkthrough. It's the walkthrough only of Octagon Hall.
Just a walkthrough of Octagon Hall. And then if you watch Jason's, because it'll be his was from his perspective. Oh my God, I'm tired. With Karen, and ours, it'll be me and Ron doing the walkthrough.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, is he putting one up this week? I thought he was only going to put his behind the scenes.
No, last week.
He did his already.
This last week was you and him.
Yeah.
And then this week it's our walkthrough.
Oh, I thought you meant this week he's going to put one.
No, we're gonna line it up differently than we did the Mackey Mansion and Washoe. We're gonna spread it out. So, anyways,
All right. Well, Wendy's got it on her calendar, so there you go.
thank you.
Cool.
Okay, bye guys.
Yeah. But
Night,
I'll watch
everyone.
it. Night. Love you, Ron. Love you, Cassie. Kiss the kids for me.
I will.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
See you other.
Bye. And now there are two.
And then
But
there
it's
were
all
two.
Yeah. It's 11:30 for you.
It is 11:30 for me.
I'm learning because it's 12.
Yes, yeah, it takes me a while. It's surprising what a half hour difference makes, especially when you don't do daylight savings. Because for 6 months of the year we are.
Oh yeah, that's when it puts
you,
it.
and then 6 months of the year we're behind you.
All right. Well, I'm going to end this broadcast, everybody. Hey, Daniel. Daniel, what was way too long? I missed something. What was way too long? I've missed something, but it's okay. But I want to thank everybody for popping in today and saying g'day and having a chin wag on this day for me of every year, which really sucks. But I feel much better now having it. It's normally the morning when I just on a day like today. I usually spend this day with my eldest son, but that wasn't possible this year, so that's why I'm going to see him tomorrow. But yeah, spending the morning with you guys has been just as good as the medicine I would have got from my big boy. So, and I've had a few laughs, and you're all awesome, and I love you all lots for coming in and talking to me, and so that meant a lot. All right, thank you guys, thank you. I love you a lot, and I'll be putting out a couple of episodes this week. I think I think I better pull my finger out and do something about that, because I need to keep you entertained. Plus it's good therapy for me, it keeps me busy. So thank you, and I'll see you all later. Thank you so much for today, and I'll see you again. Bye. Bye.